All right, shalom, shalom. I'm a Hebrew Israelite out on the highways and byways prophesying the downfall of America, aka Babylon the Great. All right, but before I do, I'm gonna go ahead and face the east. Give all praise, all the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Gosh. All right, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, GMS. Right, you teach well and rule well. Okay, double honors to you. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Rule well and teach well. And the sincere salutations to you, hopeful elect Akim, right? You brothers who are pushing this word all throughout the four winds of the earth. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakak, Radash, Barakatham. And to you brothers, man. So out here on the highways and byways, okay, this is in front of the native temple mound, okay? And what happened here? What happened to the Native Americans, man? They were murdered. They were killed. They were raped. They were robbed. Okay, and now what do we have? Let's flash forward to 2024. Now we got a bunch of fucking weirdos, bugged out. What happened to the so-called Native Americans? They were murdered. They were killed. Okay, and who killed them? The self-proclaimed white man, aka the devil. The self-proclaimed white man is the devil. All right, and I was gonna start at Hebrews 13 and 14. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna read that, and then Lord's will. This camp is edifying, man. But you fucking devils. Here it is. You didn't. Let me turn this way. So this is where traffic is coming. You fucking devils, you done raped, robbed, and murdered everybody. And now all of a sudden, you got Jake pouring in, which a lot of them are the 2/3. But you got Jake pouring in through, Mexico, Central America, whatever the case is. And now you calling them an invader. What the fuck about you? What about the self-proclaimed white man? Is this nigga not the premier top invader of the earth? All right, and if he isn't, then who is, man? Who's more wicked than the so-called white man? Nobody, man. Nobody. Now, demons out here, man. Now, of course, Jake. Jake likes to take on that wicked. Likes to take on that wicked Edomite way of living. Yet Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, he's the worst. He is the word. He's the fucking wicked, man. And that's part of the reason. That's part of the reason why we're out on the highways and byways. Not only to tell the 12 tribes of Israel, right, that are on this sign who you are. Not only to tell you who you are, but to also tell you about the other nations. To tell you about the heathen, right? The top heathen, right? The top heathen being Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, and that's according to himself, man. He's the top. He's the premier man on the earth. But really, you just a heathen. You just like everybody sees you as just this noble man. Yet in reality, you a heathen. You a weirdo, man. A lot of these so-called white people, right? Well, most of them, right? Well, if we're talking about Edomites, right? Because you have individuals that look like Edomites but are actually Jakes. So I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about actual Edomites. So let me clear that up. Actual Edomites, they want to kill you. These people, hey man, if they could get us off the highways and byways, they'd kill us. They would. It's that serious. There's a very deep hatred for the men of the Lord that comes from this devil. Why? Because we're calling him out. We're calling this nigga out. We're saying that you raped, robbed, and murdered everybody. We're saying that it's your fault. All right, which segues into Hebrews 13 and 14, Salakia. For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. So fuck this place. We worry about the kingdom. We don't give a fuck about this place. This place gonna be fucking destroyed anyways. We at the end of this thing. Why would we care? Why would we care about a place that's coming to its end? It's like a fucking old wheelbarrow or something. Why would we worry about all the work we got to do, right? When the fucking this wheelbarrow is broken. There's fucking splinters coming out the sides. The wheel is wobbling. This shit is about to cave. We ain't finna be out here too much longer, man. And you got the people, people across the street, this way, that way, staring, honking, whatever the case is. It's gonna get to the point where us being out here on the highways and byways, it's not gonna be a thing. This devil about to get busy on you niggas, man. This devil's about to get real busy on you niggas. And good too. Alright? I want Esau Edom to start drilling you niggas, man. That's what you niggas need. See, cause for some of y'all, that's gonna actually that's gonna open your eyes up to the truth that this nigga is the devil. Alright? If you're of the elect. Okay? Now if you're not of the elect, you're gonna fucking perish. But see, the elect is going to come into a certain understanding through the spirit power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And so I'll read and that kind of goes, yeah, through the spirit. I'm gonna go to Ezekiel, because that kind of doesn't go with the with the point. So just bear with me. All right, so this is Ezekiel chapter 37 and verse 1. The hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones. All right, so this is speaking about the Israelites. This is speaking about the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and you also have the speckled bird who looks like the other nation, but their line actually goes back to Israel. All right, and it says, verse 2, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord, power, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, Prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. So the Lord has Israelite men, all right, out on the highways and byways, telling the people who they are, telling the Israelites who they are, more specifically. Telling you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, right? We're telling you, right, that you are the children of Israel, man. You are the ones who are going to get the promise, right? You are the ones who are going to get everlasting life, man. Okay? That's why we out on the highways and byways. We preaching the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We not out here preaching our own words, man. What are we gonna talk about? Just us as men. There ain't shit to talk about. But with these scriptures, man, with these scriptures through the spirit power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, our people have been risen up through the spirit power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right? And it says, Ezekiel 37 and 6, and I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you. And ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, right? And that's through the spirit power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. right? That spirit being breathed into us, that was that CPR. That's that spiritual CPR. See, because we were dead. We were dead. See, when we were in the world, we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know shit. All right, even if we did know a little something, you know, we didn't know these prophecies. We didn't know the name Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We didn't know that the Israelites were the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, so-called. We didn't know none of that, right? But the Spirit was poured out on Israelite men, starting off with the elder apostles of Great Millstone, to come out on the highways and byways and teach, right? And you had men before them, right, teaching, okay? Yet the elder apostles of Great Millstone, they're the only ones who are out on the highways and byways to this day. They are still out there to this day, to this very day. You know, day in, day out, prophesying the downfall of this wicked ass place. All right, and that's why we give them double honors. All right, these just a average, regular person out here, they're not worthy of double honors. What have they done? You see all these different people getting big up, right, in the entertainment industry. Okay, what? I mean, that's the top one. When it comes to Jake love worshiping these fucking celebrities, man. But anyways, back to the point. Salaki. Ezekiel 37. Salaki. 37 and 7. So I prophesied as I was commanded. And as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. So we prophesied Ezekiel prophesied as he was commanded. We are commanded as Israelite men, right? And the spirit, power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is working with you. You gonna be on these highways and byways. It's gonna happen, right? We prophesying as commanded. We just doing our job, bro. All right, we gotta continue to understand that. We just doing our job. It don't fucking matter if these people get upset or offended, because we're just looking at it from a mathematical, statistical standpoint. Most of these people are dead anyways. Most of these people are gonna fucking die here in America. So why does their opinion matter? It does not matter, man. This place is through. Okay? Now, see, this is speaking about the elect. This is speaking about the elect. All right. Ezekiel 37 and 8. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Let me go to 7, go down to 8, and then break that down. Ezekiel 37 and 7. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. So the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai wasn't working with them, right? Like you got Jake, he an Israelite, right? But really he's just a nigga. Right, Jake. It's a lot of Jakes that know that they're Israelites, but that's it, right? That's as far as it goes. And it says, right, and not only that, but during the times of slavery, right? Jake didn't know who he was. Jake had certain inklings of tradition and things like that, as far as West Africa and whatnot. But Jake didn't know his heritage. Jake might have known about his father at the time. Like if you were a slave, you might have known a little bit about what your pops did, but you didn't know about your great grandfather, your great grandfather, right? And And those men, right, they were speaking Hebrew. Okay? And then it got to a point where Jake didn't know who he was, man. Jake was on them plantations. Jake couldn't even read. Right? They didn't allow us to read. Okay? Really, your red ass is going into captivity just for that. That's one out of the thousands and thousands of things, and millions of things that you've done to the Israelites, and you're gonna pay for that. All right, but anyways, Ezekiel 37:9 says, "Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophecy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord, power, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain that they may live." So we, at one point, we were dead. We didn't know who we were. We had no idea. Our grandparents, our great-grandparents, they did not know this. They didn't know about the 12 tribes of Israel, okay? And even if they did, let's say you had a uncle or a grandfather, right, that know he a Jake. You'll see them every once in a while, you know, depending on, you know, you might see Jake. It'll be a 70-year-old Jake with a Star David on his chest. You know what I mean? You got a little, you know, here and there. But even then, Jake eat pork, Jake doing whatever he want to do. So in reality, he dead, man. If the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai is in you breathing. If not, you dead. So that's how people are spiritually is going to manifest physically. See, right now, 2/3 of Israel is just spiritually dead. Dumb as a fucking doorknob. Through. The Lord is going to destroy them with nuclear missiles. Okay? And then in the kingdom, you're going to be in your right mind, man. 2/3 of Israel. You're going to be in your right mind. But as for right now, you niggas are bugged out. You need a cleansing, right? And it's gonna come through the missiles, man. Right? It's gonna start off you spiritually. You just dead, spiritually dead. And the Lord is gonna make that physical. The Lord is gonna physically eliminate you niggas, man. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for the Lord to physically. Hey, Lord's will, we be of that number. We could partake in that. Okay, eliminate you niggas with spiritual power. We can't wait. Okay, start slashing and dashing. 2/3 Israel. Okay, the heathen. Lord's will, we be of that number, man. When the Lord gives us some spiritual powers, all right, we can take you heathens into captivity. Lord's will, we be of that number, man. Okay, that's something. See, that's part of being the elect. Part of being the elect is keeping all the other nations under subjection. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Hey, because in the kingdom, we gonna always be in the spirit. We're gonna be perfect. We're not gonna have the ability to go off. We're not gonna have the ability to sin. Okay? We're not gonna die, man. We're gonna be perfect. So we have to look forward to that, man. Us being made alive, the Lord breathing his breath into us. He could have just left us out here to die. Just be spiritually dead, be a spiritual zombie. Like these niggas, like 2/3. Okay? And like the heathen. The heathen don't have the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Not one heathen has the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. None. You're not gonna catch a Moabite breaking down the scriptures and all that. If you see somebody who appears to be a Moabite, right, and they're breaking down the scriptures through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, giving double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone, then that's an Israelite who looks like a Moabite. Right? This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, in verse 9, once again. Then said he unto me, prophecy unto the wind, prophecy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord power, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, right, the Israelites, that they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet. It's like I think there's gonna be another reminder in about a minute. So I'm gonna keep reading this, and then when it pops up, I'll take it off. Forgive me. Ezekiel 37 and 10. It says, "So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived." Right? So these weren't Ezekiel's words. These were the words of Yahweh. The same words that we're speaking. We just speaking the words of the Heavenly Father and His Son. All right, and it says, and stood up upon their feet an exceeding great army. That's speaking about the elect, right? Because we're spiritual, so spiritually we're soldiers, right? It's like it. I got a lot of you put things on there, so you don't forget. Let me read that again. Ezekiel 37 and 10. "So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army." Right? And see, us being out on the highways and byways, this is truly terrifying for them, especially the elite. See, for these average people, they see niggas. They see niggas in garments. They see spics in garments. They see what do they call the so-called Native American red skin. Now that's all they see. They don't see the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai moving through men to come out here, okay? And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, those words are sealing the elect. They don't see it like that. Ezekiel 37 and 11. "Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dried and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power. Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Lord when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that I, the Lord, have spoken it, and have performed it, saith the Lord." So the Lord is going to do that, man. The Lord is going to do that. We don't gotta worry. Well, we don't have to worry, right? In that sort of sense, like, oh, is the Lord gonna save the elect? The Lord's gonna save the elect. All we gotta be worried about is, are we the elect? Are we doing the things that the elect do? Right? Are we doing things that are becoming of the elect? That's what matters. Okay? And so it says, Ezekiel 37 and 15. "The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions." So once again, the people that are on this sign, right? Today you would call them Negroes, Latinos, right? Native Americans, all so-called, okay? And it says, "And join them one to another into one stick." So that's that southern kingdom and that northern kingdom coming together. That's why you see out on the highways and byways, you'll see a so-called Cuban, a so-called Puerto Rican, and a so-called black man in garments, right? Giving double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, praising the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, okay? Praising the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, okay? That's that joining together. That's an army. When you see an army, you got some people from a good background, some people from a rougher background, right? Yet they all share the same, they're all part of the same mission. Okay? That's the elect of the nation of Israel, all part of the same mission, right? Which is through the spirit, power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, using the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai out on the highways and byways to seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which the Lord is going to do that. The Lord is going to seal the elect of the nation of Israel, and he's going to fucking destroy everything else. Excuse my language, but that's just what he's going to do, man. All right, it says, Ezekiel 37:18. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Right? Speaking about the names. Right? Because Jake walked past and be like, well, what the fuck is Ephraim? What's Manasseh? You know? What's Judah? What you mean? What do you mean Negroes are the real Judites? What you mean by that? That's Jake, man. Jake love asking that question. What you mean? Fuck you talking about? That's Jake. All right, it says Ezekiel 37:19. Say unto them, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand. So, hey, in the left hand, you got that sword, right, which is Esau Edom. This nigga hacking, slashing, you know, that sword, right? Speaking about that sword, right? That's Esau, that nigga, the true ignorant. He don't know what's going on. He's just hacking, slicing. He's doing what the Lord has programmed him to do. And then on the right hand, you got that stick, right? Which is the southern kingdom, northern kingdom coming together, right? That's in the Lord's right hand, okay? That's how you build up, you know, that's that, like when you lean on a staff, you know, that's that support. That's that support. See, you heathens, man, you gonna actually love it, man. When you in the kingdom, you eating clean food. Okay, we helping you out by putting you into captivity. We're helping you out. Well, y'all say the same thing to us. Y'all continue to say that. If it wasn't for us taking you from Africa and bringing you here, you wouldn't have. I ain't even gonna say the M word. You know what I'm about to say. You know, you wouldn't have your MEDIC. You know what I'm trying to say. You wouldn't have this. You wouldn't have your different cars. You would still be, you know, scratching your armpits and building mud huts. Y'all say that. Y'all continue to say that, right? So now you're in our land of our enemies. Now we good at English. Now look at us. Now we out on the highways and byways. We prophesying your downfall. We on the internet. We everywhere through the spirit power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. When at the beginning we couldn't even as much as look at you damn crackers. We couldn't even make eye contact with you crackers without being put to death. And now look at what the Lord has done. The Lord's put the spirit on us through the spirit power of Yahweh Shemel Shai to call your red ass out, to call you heathens out, and to call out 2/3 of Israel, man. So the elect is actually a very small number, man. That's why Lord's will we be of the elect. Okay? That's what we want to be. Okay? That's what we want to be when we grow up. We don't want to be a fucking firefighter, policeman, lawyer, all the, you know, that's all the top, you know, world professions. No, man. We want to be the elect of the nation of Israel. That's what we want to be. We don't want to be like these fucking people, man. Alright, anyways, and it says Ezekiel chapter 37 verse 20, and the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes, and say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. That's the elect. That's the elect. The elect are going to be beamed. That's the elect going to be beamed up into them chariots, man. That's gonna be a big, man. Lord's will we be of that number, man. And I saw an image that the elder brother Amawan Gabar, I believe that's his name. Salakia if I mispronounced it. But he posted an image. He posted an image on YouTube of you know, brothers basically looking down at the destruction of this place, man. It's a very beautiful image. Lord's will. And I know brothers seen it through the spirit, That amps you up, that charges you up, knowing that the elect of Israel is going to be saved, man. And also it puts that fear, okay? It puts that fear in you, okay, to know that, hey, if you're not of the elect, if you're not in that chariot, you're gonna be destroyed. That should put fear in you, right? To not be of the elect should put fear in you, okay? Yeah, honestly, Jake don't see what's coming up next. Jake can't imagine being perfect, being in a perfect body. He can't imagine that, right? The Lord didn't put the spirit on him to know that, right? That we are stepping into we're stepping into not even a chapter. We stepping into a whole nother, once we are perfect, once the elect of the nation of Israel is ruling, all right, under the direction of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, it's nothing but beauty, nothing but happiness. No more, no more sighing and crying. No more, righteously complaining to the Lord. No more praying for the destruction of this place. That's gonna already be happening. In that time, hey, we get to enjoy the fruits of Yahweh Shem Yahushua's labor, right? Because really, it's Yahweh Shem Yahushua moving through us. This ain't something that we do. This is not of us, okay? This is of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? The scriptures speak about that. Roughly paraphrasing, that if this was of man, it would come to naught, roughly paraphrasing. So, Lord's will through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down are bringing out the true doctrine, the one true doctrine, the one true name of the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, all right? The one true name of the Holy Spirit, all right? The Rakak Wadash, okay? Because that's another thing. People like to say that, the Spirit can be a lot of different things. It's this, it's that. The Spirit, the Holy Spirit is love. The Holy Spirit is kindness. The Holy Spirit is patience. You know how these people in the world like to use the Holy Spirit? People in the world like to use the Holy Spirit like it's like a pacifier or something, man. No, man. Lord put the Spirit on you. Lord put the Spirit on you, man. You'll just be thinking like, this place is through. You'll really be thinking that. Like the Lord put the Spirit on you to really imagine this place crumbling and falling down. The Lord put the Spirit on us to envision that, to envision Salakia, to envision the missiles coming down and destroying the 2/3, to envision, chaos in the streets. The Lord put the Spirit on us to see that. That's what we're constantly thinking about, okay? We're constantly thinking about the destruction of this place simultaneously with the salvation of the elect. That's perfect balance. See, in order for the kingdom of heaven to be established, this place, it has to be destroyed. It has to go, right? So this is what we hoping on. This is what we banking on, okay? We banking on this place being destroyed. We know it's going to be destroyed. You can just put 2 and 2 together and know this shit don't got any longer, really. All we looking for now is that chip, and then this place finna get fucking dipped, man. This place finna get flipped. As soon as they bring out the chip, they finna scoop you niggas up, the 2/3, and you finna get dipped. That's what we waiting for, man. We waiting for the Lord to scoop and dip you niggas, man. I can't fucking wait. I cannot wait. Lord's will, I'll be of that number. Looking down at 2/3 of you niggas perish. It is something we constantly think about, man. Through the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Ooh, it just, give you goosebumps thinking about it, man. That we very well could be those men. Lords, will we be of that number, man? We say that very humbly as men that the Lord could easily just cast us out. You know, the scriptures speak on that the Lord is not a respecter of persons. You know, we understand that the Lord at any time could just, you know, take the spirit off of us and put it on another Israelite. That's nothing. You know? Not even in the snap of a finger. Like, before you can even think to snap your finger, the Lord can do that. All right, Ezekiel chapter 37 and verse 22. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel. And one king shall be king to them all. And they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all. You know, so in that day, man, it's not going to be a debate. You know, right now, Jake like to argue amongst Jake, right? A so-called Puerto Rican and a so-called Negro, for the most part, never get along, right? I'm speaking that from personal experience. Growing up, you know, I was more, you know, I was cool with Jake. You know, I was cool with Judah for the most part, the so-called Negro. You know what I mean? A few Ishkarites, so-called Mexicans, but, you know, Ephraim, right? You so-called Puerto Ricans, you have a specific sort of just animosity towards Judah, towards the so-called Negro. That's just, and that's why in the scriptures speak on that, right? The scriptures speak on that, right? That's biblical. That's biblical. You know, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom are supposed to be together. Yet in this society, they're divided. Like a so-called Puerto Rican woman. No niggas. She'll say that. No niggas. She don't want no niggas. Niggas don't work on my roof. I don't want to look at niggas. And they'll tell you, no niggas. You know? That's Ephraim, man. Just about every single so-called, especially so-called older Puerto Rican, did not like so-called black people at all. That is biblical. And in the kingdom, that's not going to be the case, man. We're going to be brothers, man. All right, we brothers now. All right, we brothers and sisters now. Yet in the kingdom, it's going to be known. It's not going to be any division. It's not going to be like, oh, I don't deal with them because, you know, they're Gadites. No, man. Everything is going to be working in sync. No more division. So you 2/3 niggas with that unity. You always talking about unity, holding unity camps. We not holding unity camps with you niggas. I'm gonna just say niggas. Right? We not holding unity camps. The unity is gonna be when we're in the kingdom. Right now, we are divided. I can't side with you niggas when you say that the MOTB ain't the chip. I ain't going for that. All right, we know better through the spirit power behind Hashem Yahushua. All right, you trying to get us killed. You basically trying to suck the breath out of us and dry our bones up again. That ain't gonna fucking happen, man. Like the brother Lakama, the brother Lakama was saying, watching their camp, you know what I mean? The heathen ain't gonna be able to do shit. You're not gonna be able to say shit. Hey, in that day, you're gonna really behold Yahweh Shema Shai through the Israelites, man. You're gonna really see. Right now, you're seeing the power of the Lord. You're seeing the power of the Lord. Because the Lord has put a very serious, mighty spirit in us, right? We are the Lord's army spiritually. So the Lord he's hardening us. He's fortifying us. I was going to do a video earlier called prepared to abandon this place, prepared to leave this life or whatever the case is. But through the Spirit, this place is already dead to us. This place is through. We are just, we got to still go to work, do the things we got to do, But we know that this place is not going to continue. We know that this place is through, right? Yet, going back to the point, especially the Northern Kingdom, right? Especially the Northern Kingdom. The Northern Kingdom wants to look down on the Southern Kingdom and continue here forever. Like, if you ask the average so-called Puerto Rican, so-called Cuban, okay, so-called Guatemalan, okay, if you ask them, hey, do you want this place to continue? They gonna say yes. My La Familia, they want us, they want their great grandkids to be here. Fuck that, man. We're not going, no. And that's the Lord showing mercy, man. That's the Lord showing mercy by destroying this place. By not having you in here. Like, you can't imagine being here for 500 more years. Or you can't imagine this place continuing to operate for even 50 more years, 10 more years, 5 more years. Okay, now we don't know. We don't know the exact moment. The scriptures speak about that. We don't know the exact hour, roughly paraphrasing. Yet we know the times, man. We know what time we in. 2/3 of Israel, 2/3 of Jake, they don't know what time we in. We in the time in which, hey, you're gonna see people really getting active out here, man. And you can already see it. You turn on your phone, it used to be kind of not rare, but you didn't used to see heads rolling, or Jake taking out everybody, then taking out himself. That was when you heard that would be like a once in a blue moon type of thing. Now, shit, that's happening multiple times across multiple areas, right? Multiple times a day. But the point that I was going to go to, can't really see. I'm going to go to Amos. It's hard to see on the side. It's hard to see the side tabs. So bear with me, Salakia. Let me read this part, even though this ain't what I was getting, but I'm gonna just read it in the spirit. Amos chapter 2 and verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Moab, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he burned the bones of the king of Edom into lime. Woo-hoo. Yeah, so, hey, just because you helped in the destruction of this place, that don't mean that you up next. All right, because all these other nations, they believe, okay, we're up next. Moab think he up next. Moab swear he up next. Moab is not up next, man. You're not up next. Who's up next? Who's up next? How about Shemel Shai through the elect of Israel, man? Okay? And Salakia, because Yahweh Shemel Shai always had it. Always had it. He got Esau in a trick bag. He got Esau thinking that he doing his thing. But really, the Lord is putting the spirit on you to do what you do. You do the wicked shit that you do because you're the damn devil. The Lord made you the devil. right? Let me go to the point. Amos chapter 8 and verse 1. Thus hath the Lord power showed unto me, and behold, a basket of summer fruit. And he said, Amos, what seest thou? And I said, a basket of summer fruit. Then said the Lord unto me, the end is come upon my people of Israel. I will not again pass by them any more. And the songs of the temple shall be howlings in that day, saith the Lord power. There shall be many dead bodies in every place. They shall cast them forth with silence. Right, motherfuckers gonna be dying like you couldn't even imagine. We talking thousands upon thousands slain, dead out here. And once again, we are looking forward to that. Let me continue to say that. The Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we're continuing to look forward to that. All right, so this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 13. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation. Woohoo! Oh, that's beautiful. All right, and let me see if I can get the definition. I guess this other phone messing up. Like it ain't working. Salakia. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So that means death and destruction. So hey, if you're not of the elect, you are gonna die. Point blank, period. That's what we were told. We were told, hey, if you ain't of the elect, you out of here. All right, it says 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16. No, Salakia, verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right, and like we have been taught from the elder apostles of Great Millstone, the sword today is a gun. Now you have physical swords, right? But a sword really is just a representation of a weapon. Right? A gun is a weapon, right? And like when we used to have the Roman soldiers die, they would take the sword, they'd stick the sword in the ground, and they'd take that Roman helmet, I don't know what it's called, they'd place that on top of the sword, and they would put the shield in front of the sword. So now, in today's time, flash forward to 2024, now when a soldier dies, they take his boots, they lay him down, they take the gun, and they put it down, and they place the helmet on top of that, on the top. Just like how they did the sword, you know. Constant confusion, man. You know, this is a very confusing place, man. And that's another thing. It ain't gonna be no ambulance, ambulance. Ain't gonna be no ambulance. Ain't gonna be no police. Police is 12, 1 times 50, whatever you want to call them. Hey man, that's gonna be a thing of the past. You ain't gonna have that. They gonna toss their badges on the ground. They're not getting paid. They're not getting paid enough to deal with what's coming. So like I got all the alarms. Got all the alarms on. This is Second Esdras. They're coming from somewhere. Sound like they're coming. Let me continue. Second Esdras, chapter 15, in verse 16. Salaka. It's like I can hear it. It's coming from somewhere. Hey, and you had the one times you had 12 going this way, and then you had the amber lamps going that way, handling two different situations, man. Hey, and these EMTs, okay, these different officers, right, different troopers and whatnot. They tired of this shit too. They tired of this shit too, right? Yet they're not sighing and crying for the kingdom of heaven, right? They're not sighing and crying for the kingdom of heaven. They just want everything to get better. So this shit ain't gonna get better. This place gonna be destroyed. All right. So this is Second Esdras chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So in that day, you know, Jake gonna really see himself as law and order, right? Especially Jake. Hey, you not ready for Jake. You not ready for Jake when Jake really want to get wicked. When Jake really turn up, okay, it's gonna get bad, man. Just think about that. Esau tripping. He running through with the troops. Right? The heathen running around tripping, bugging out, 2/3 bugging out. And where's the elect gonna be? The Lord gonna protect the elect. Now each brother is gonna have a certain situation, and I'll say sister too, in the fact that the 1/3 is women. So the Lord, you know, is the 1/3 is a large number of women. Okay, so I will say that. But the Lord also is going to take certain women and keep them out of the certain Israelite women and keep them out of the way of destruction. Okay, and reserve them all the way to the point where they're beamed up, you know, by chariot. Okay, there's going to be men, women, and children that are the elect of Israel that are going to be beamed up also. So once again, 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. So you're going to have people breaking into houses, cars, like the Chicago brothers say. Cars, you know, it's going to get fucking bad out here, man. You think car hopping is a bad occurrence now? No, man. It's gonna be a time. All the roads gonna be blocked up. It's gonna be fucking cars that got gas that done ran out. You know, fucking the engine just blown up. You know, you gonna just see random stuff on fire. All hell is about to break loose. Just wait till they come out with that chip. All right, and once again, when the chip come out, that's when this shit is really gonna get ramped up. We waiting for that, man. Okay? 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So you know they're gonna have certain lockdowns. like right down the street from where I'm at. This is basically the downtown. This is the downtown area. So when you first cross that bridge, okay, in order to get that down going towards Miramar Beach and whatnot, Blue Mountain Beach and whatnot. In order to get down there, you got to take this bridge. So in the times in which calamity, is going to be at an all-time high, they're going to shut that bridge down. They're going to shut these bridges down over here. All these different bridges. All these different bridges, interstates, highways, okay, even alleys. You're gonna have troops in. You're gonna have troops in. You're gonna have troops everywhere, right? With them big ass, goofy ass blue helmets on. Okay, that's coming, man. That's coming to America. UN troops, EU troops, okay, NATO troops. Okay, so on and so forth, different conscripts, okay, and the UN, NATO, they're gonna use all sorts of people in this invasion. All sorts of he's gonna be heathens, Jake, Edomites. All hell is about to break loose here in America. All right, in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, all hell is about to break loose here in Babylon the Great, aka America. Okay, and it says, 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Yeah, so all y'all talking about, man, oh man, my neighbor Joe, my neighbor Joe, he only got one leg, he a cool dude, but man, I just feel bad for him. You ain't gonna be saying that in that day. Are you saying niggas saying that? You gonna be conspiring. All right. Well, we know he can't walk, so I'm gonna go through the back. All right. Man, Jake, boy, let me tell you something about Jake. It don't take much to piss Jake off, man. So as things continue to get worse, as the economic climate, okay, continues to worsen, all right, as the people continue to trip out, we gonna be thanking the Lord. We thank the Lord. As things continue to get worse, we thanking the Lord. Look at how things have progressed. Even over the past year, this shit is through. This shit is through. This is done. You might as well just stick a fucking fork in this place, man. All right. It says 2nd Esdras chapter 15 in verse 19, once again, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So not only is there going to be a lack of resources, nobody's going to know what's going on except for the elect, right? But also, it says a great tribulation. All out hell is coming to this place, man. All right. Hey, you can call us what you want to call us. Don't matter, right? The incredulity of the 2/3 doesn't matter. Your unbelief has nothing to do with this. This is gonna happen anyways. All right. And see, we get tired of you. Uppity, proud niggas, man. Because Jake always got to take the road less traveled. Jake, and I'm speaking about, and I'll say brothers, so Salakia. Brothers always have to take the road less traveled, right? When it comes to Jake, we be cool. We not all up in your face like Jake is, starting shit, doing shit. No, we humble, man. The spirit power of Yahweh Shai, we're humble, man. Because us, just as men, at the end of the day, we're men. So, somebody, bump into you and tell you, watch out, nigga, you gonna wanna get with them, right? Yet we know we have to use wisdom, man. We got to use wisdom in these times, man. We got to understand that all hell is about to break loose. So we got to do, Like how they used to have those bracelets that said WWJ whatever. What would Jesus do? No. What would Yahweh Shai do, man? That's how we're thinking. That's how we're gonna be thinking in them days. Okay, what would the Lord do? What would the Lord's men do? You know, that's how we gonna be moving in that day. Hey, people gonna be coming up. You know, I know you eating. Please help me. We gonna be like, nope, depart. Shit, I ain't got nothing for you. Lord gonna jack you up. Hey, and in that day, the Lord is gonna protect us too. Lord's will we be of that number, man. You know, we're not, you know, the elect. You know, even if we have to get our heads cut off by the guillotines, even if, you know, we have to get put to death, you know, or fucking stoned, ripped apart, beaten, you know, beaten till we're not alive. As long as we're the elect, that's all that matters. That's all that matters is being of the elect, man. You're gonna have, you know, and we have to speak on this, but you're gonna have certain brothers, man, that are going to pass away in very gruesome ways. You know, like getting your head cut off is gruesome. You know, that's gruesome. Yet the Lord ain't gonna have you get, you know, mauled to death by a pack of dogs, man. The Lord ain't gonna have that. You know, even if the elect passes away, you know, it's not gonna be like a 2/3 nigga death. You know, Stephen getting stoned to death, man. That's a reminder, man. That's a reminder that, hey, these people, they're gonna want to get physical with us, man. They want to get physical with us. They already want to put us to death. They already want to lock us up for being T's, man, for being DTs. They already want to do it. So you're gonna have a few instances where they're gonna take Jake, they're gonna torture Jake, beat Jake ass, do all types of things. Okay, we gotta be prepared for that. We have to be prepared for that eventuality, man. One day, okay, these agents of chaos, they gonna swoop in, they gonna scoop certain brothers up, you know. That's something that we look forward to. I can't wait. Shit. As soon as that chip come around, you know, we gonna be really all hands on deck. All right, wheels gonna be turning at a rate that it's gonna be impossible to stop us. So they gonna want to crash. They gonna want to throw them strip spikes out on us. That's what they gonna try to do, man. That chip is gonna stop as soon as that chip enters your body. As soon as that chip enters your body, if you're an Israelite and that chip enters your body, you are the 2/3. You are the 2/3. If that subdermal device goes into you, you are the 2/3. It's not like you're gonna have the elect taking the chip. Nah, that's not gonna happen. Right? And the ones who do take that chip, you're gonna die a fucking gruesome death, nigga. We're not trusting in the Lord, man. We trust in the Lord. We don't trust in these fucking people. You can't depend on these people. All right? You can depend on the Lord, though. Right? You can depend on the men that the Lord set up to teach, starting off with the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down. You know, you can depend on them. But you can't depend on these people. Okay, especially when these hardships really manifest themselves, man. And I'm not just talking about you got in a wreck and your door needs fixed, so you call your buddy up. No, when you really need help, when you are on your last breath, your best friend from middle school, he ain't gonna be able to fucking help you, right? Your next door neighbor that you're cool with, or your girl, you ain't gonna be able to call her up and help you out of these situations, man. It's gonna get to a point where you are either going to lean upon Yahweh Shem Shai, right? You got to be an Israelite to do that. You're either gonna lean upon Yahweh Shem Shai, and the Lord gonna put the Spirit on you to be a fucking. Well, the Lord has already put that Spirit in you to just be a nigga. Because you have the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, right? And then you just have that satanic mindset. You're trying to basically emulate Esau Edom, aka the white man. You trying to basically emulate him. You trying to be like him, right? You trying to basically rape, rob, and murder your way to the top. That's Jake. Jake really think he gonna get out of this situation. It's not going to happen. Unless you are the elect of the nation of Israel, you will be destroyed here in America. It's going to happen. You know, they can get all upset. Do what they gonna do, man. Do what you gonna do, but it's gonna happen anyways. All right, it says, 2 Ezra chapter 15 in verse 20. Behold, saith Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them. All right? Hey, so the Lord has put the Spirit on these nations to go back and forth with each other, skirmishes. It's going to get to the point where it's going to be all out. It's going to be all out warfare. And then what? The nations are going to turn against Babylon the Great, aka America, and burn her utterly. Okay, utterly destroy her, utterly destroy this goddamn place. May Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash destroy this goddamn place, man. All right, and I'm smiling thinking about it, thinking about this place being destroyed. Think about this place being on fire, okay? The people fucking melting. All right, they're gonna be like pudding, you know. And if you ever seen the videos of the blast, you know, the nuclear blast, at first, you know, all this shit is gone in a split second. Then you get that wave, you know. And I don't know how hot, you know, the missiles get, but it gets to the point where you basically become like a solid liquid, you know. Like you in school, I remember when a solid turns into a gas, I believe that's sublimation. I don't know what it means when a solid turns into a liquid, besides when it melts from a certain temperature. So we'll just say when it melts. So when these missiles get to melting, Lord's will, we in the chariot looking. And that image that the elder brother put up, they're actually looking, it's like they're looking down, they're looking straight ahead, but they're looking a little down. Kind of like how you got like a glass bottom boat type of deal. But anyways, this is 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 21. Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, right, the elect, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. Thus saith the Lord power. My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. Yeah, so that's the Lord's sword. All these doings, all these different things that happen, that's the Lord. All right? It says, verse 23, the fire is gone forth from his wrath and hath consumed the foundations of the earth. Woo! And the sinners like the straw that is kindled. So this is going to be nuclear warfare. And that's, hey, Barakatah Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. The Lord put the Spirit on the elder apostles of Great Millstone to bring out this truth. That's, hey man, that's one of the things that differentiates Great Millstone from all the other camps, right? Things like the chip, things like the missiles. You got a lot of these other groups. They don't ever bring up the missiles. They don't ever bring up the missiles. They don't ever bring up the chip. They don't ever bring up the chariots. They don't ever bring up the Israelite foreigner. They don't bring up nothing. They just spew a bunch of bullshit. The Lord's gonna get your ass for that, man. The Lord is gonna get you niggas for saying that only the so-called Negro is the Israelite. That's insane, man. The Lord's gonna get you for that, man. All right. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, and verse 24. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. So death or destruction, right? To them that sin and keep not my commandments. So sin is transgression of the law. Right? That's in the book of Romans somewhere. I can't recall it. Salakia. It says here, continuing on, I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. Yeah, so get the fuck out of here, man. Right? If you not thinking like how we think, we not even, no, don't even look our way, right? Especially as things continue to get worse and worse and worse. We gonna be out here for a certain amount of time. Then it's gonna get to the point where that's not gonna be a thing, right? You're not gonna have this is for a very limited time. Having brothers out here on the highways and byways, man. Starting off with the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Do you know the significance of that? Do you know the significance of that? For the day that the elder apostles of Great Millstone ain't on the highways and byways, you niggas are through. You niggas are through. You are through. That day when you do not, man, shit. That's significant. That's a significant. When you go out on a Saturday, for the most part it's Saturday. Different brothers go different days. But when you go out on a Saturday and you don't see Negroes, Latinos, and Native American men in these garments out here prophesying on the highways and byways, oh yeah, there's something significant to that, man. There's gonna be a significance to that. The famine of the word is coming, man. The famine of the word is coming. You're not going to see brothers, starting off with the elder apostles of Great Millstone. You're not going to see brothers out here for too much longer, man. And they're hey, the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, they're waiting for that day. They deserve a day off, man. Haven't had a day off in almost 40 years, man. They deserve, hey, that's going to be our day off when we in the chariot. We in the chariot. That's going to be the day off, man. From the time you are born in this society to the time you die, you're subject to hell, right? Being an Israelite, right? Being a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, you're subject to hell. You are subject to this place always. Yet in that day, we will be free. We're going to be free, and you going to be in captivity. Speaking on the heathen, man. Your ass going to be in captivity. All right, the scriptures speak about, all right, basically our iniquity has been accomplished, roughly paraphrasing. So we've gone through our slavery. We've gone through our hell. Now it's time for you to get it, man. And you gonna get it. You gonna get it. Okay? 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 25. It says, I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. Damn. So you're going to go on that conveyor belt. Here it is. You thinking everything's going to be cool. Everything's going to be fine. You think your great-grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren are going to grow up here. And in reality, in your lifetime, it's a very high possibility you're going to get put to death. This is statistics. We're talking statistically. Right? They got this, I ain't even going to say the word. DX, that's what I'm gonna call it. They got this DX out with a 99%, or I believe it's a 100%, if I'm not mistaken. K1LL rate, man. that's significant. That's significant. When they drop that off up in here, oh man, you can just add that to the different plagues and pestilences and hell that's gonna take place. Cause the C1 came out of nowhere. So everything was still going downhill. But when that C1 Neezy came into play, all this shit started to really crumble down and fall down. And that was statistically the greatest wealth transfer in history, man. Some of the top richest people on the planet got even richer, and you people got even poorer. And what you want to continue to do? You want this to be your continuing city. Let me get that again. Hebrews 13:13. Let us go forth, therefore, unto him, Salakia. Hebrews 13:14. For here we have no continuing city, but we speak, Salakia. Hebrews 13:14. For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Right? So that's the mindset of the elect. Right? To seek the kingdom that's to come, man. These people, you got, people walking this way, going into, I don't know what that is. But see, the people, they cannot see this. The Lord has blinded them. Only the elect that the Lord has chosen, man, from the get-go, from the jump. Only they're going to see this. Only they're going to see the significance of the C1 Neezy, of the DX, of the Marmar. You know, there's a significance to that. Okay, and once the people start dropping like flies, okay, then you might get a little bit of the picture. Okay, speaking about Jake, once Jake really starts seeing the bodies in the street, there's some Jake that's going to consider it. Most Israelites are not going to consider it. But it's going to take that. It's going to take seeing people pass away. Right? That just like the C1 Neezy. Nobody took that shit serious until your auntie, till your favorite cousin perish. That's when you start paying fucking attention, man. All right? And so the Lord gonna have to shake y'all again. And the funny part is, let me get this. These cars passing by. Look at this. You know, they got car meets, 100 chargers. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. All them cars, man. All chargers. You know? This place is through, man. This place is through. You know, they want this to continue. Alright? They want to continue to go out, live it up, do their thing, travel here, travel there, do this, do that. Yet this place is it's going to end, man. Everything that you know and love is going to end here. Ain't gonna be no McDonald's, parking spots. You think it's gonna be parking spots in the kingdom of heaven? No, man. No, let this fucking place go, Jake. Let this place go, Jake. Yet, Israel don't want to let go, man. We gotta let go. See, because the people they gonna continue to laugh, bullshit. The elect is taking this very serious. This is a very serious matter, right? We wouldn't be out here on the highways and byways if this wasn't a serious matter, right? The scriptures speak on Ezekiel being commanded, okay, being commanded to prophesy. We are commanded to prophesy, man. That's something that we are required to do. So since we're required to do it, right, till death do us part, we gonna be out here on the highways and byways, man. We gonna be doing our lessons, right? We're gonna be warning the Israelites, man, of what's to come. Motherfucker is through. This place does not have much longer, man. It does not have much longer. Second Esdras chapter 15 in verse 28. Behold, in horrible vision, in the appearance thereof from the east. Woo! Let's go. Well, the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. All right, so it's going to be warfare. People going to be freaking out. What's going on? All right. Also, the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, which I don't know exactly who the Carmanians are. All right, so Salakia. But also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. Okay, so through context clues, okay, we know that it is a heathen, right? Which it could be, it could be some sort of, I don't want to say Russians, right? But basically the adversaries of America. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature. Oh, yes, this Esau. This Esau. Through context clues, this Esau Edom. All right, it says, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature. And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then these shall be troubled and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. It says, and from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them, and consume some of them, and in their hosts shall be fear and dread, and strife among their kings. So these top heads of these countries, fear is gonna strike their heart, man. See, because they're gonna be far enough away to where it affects them, but not directly. You know, some of them are going to be in bunkers. Some of them are going to be on these super yachts, these $2.5 billion yachts, and you're not fucking invited. These elite that rule over you, you are not invited. When this shit goes down, you not getting on shit. You're going to be destroyed. You're going to be destroyed, and then guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen with them top bankers, man? Let's get that. Let's get that. What is going to happen to you? What's going to happen to your red ass? You gonna survive them blasts, and then your ass go. You basically just you were preserved to be some of the first slaves, man. That's all, man. So all you Jakes, you Jakes, especially you celebrity Jakes, who think that just because you cool with maybe an executive or something like that. No. You unless you a Rothschild, you ain't getting up in no super bunker. You're not getting on no super yacht, okay? Unless you are a so-called elite. Even somebody with $1.4 billion, that ain't shit. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing to the so-called elite. You know what I mean? They can snap their finger and just, they don't even have bank accounts, man. When you really look up these elite, they really live in the shadows, man. And they believe that they're going to rise from the ashes, rise out of the shadows, and that they're going to continue to rule. Yet in reality, the Lord is coming back and He's going to put your ass into captivity. Okay? But let's go to that. Salakia. All right, so this is the book of Psalms chapter Salakia. Psalms 149. I'll just go ahead. I'll start from the top. Psalms 149 and verse 1. Praise ye the Lord. Sing unto the Lord a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. All right, so Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. All praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Right? Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. Okay? The Lord taketh pleasure in his people, right? So the Lord taketh pleasure in the elect of the nation of Israel, right? The elect of the nation of Israel, the people that are on that sign, right? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are God's chosen people, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. You are Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's chosen people, the Israelites, right? He says, Psalms 149:4. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people; he will beautify the meek with salvation, right? And beautifying the meek with salvation, we're gonna be perfect. Being saved and being in the chariot. If you in the chariot, you are of the elect of the nation of Israel. And if you're of the elect of the nation of Israel in the chariot, then you're in a perfect body at that point. That's something to look forward to, being perfect, not having a headache, your back not hurting, right? Not having to be subject to payments, not having to be subject to certain things, right? So it says, Psalms 149 in verse 4, once again, for the Lord taketh pleasure in his people, right? The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. So that's why we continue to bring that up. We bring up destruction. We bring up, all those things. We also bring up the fact that in the kingdom of heaven, the elect of the nation of Israel is going to be perfect, man. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfectly happy. No sadness, And if it's going to be anger, we're going to have a righteous anger. When we beating the shit out of you, you Edomites, right? And you other nations, right? When we beating the shit out of you, hey man, that's going to be in a perfect body. So that's going to be a perfect ass whooping, man. Okay? All right, it says, Psalms 149 and verse 5, it says, let the saints be joyful in glory, let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. Woo! Hey man, and if, Lord's will, I be of that number, I would like, just maybe a